So Richard's come to do a presentation for us. So thanks for coming, Rich, and I'll hand it over to you.
So, hey, I'm Mitch. I'm 27, and for a long time I was known as the dude with the kids. So if you've never heard of me before, I have 2 kids. But that doesn't define who I am, even if it is a huge part of me. I'm here today to talk to you about sort of things I've done and how I've done them, but not to make it all about me. So it's hoping that you can learn something from anything I say. So if you take one thing out of what I say, that's like enough for me. And I'm not just to bore you with like parenting tips and things like that. So I work for Pathfinders. Where I'm from, like, there's not really anything like that kind of when I was younger. So obviously we're living in a time where it's really good that we got all these support networks we can use. And it's, we're doing it for the same people living with Duchenne, from like lived experience. And we offer one-to-one support. We run online events and face-to-face events as well. Information days and take part in events like this. So yeah, it's my pleasure to be here at the Neuromuscular Centre for the whole 30th anniversary sort of celebrations. And 30 years is a massive thing. And it's really cool to be here. I've always wanted to come and visit. So I was quite excited when I got the chance. So again, this is another one of those places where like people like us help other people like us. I'm not saying things are any easier just because there's like support networks in place, but there is more information to sort of kick you in the right direction. So for me, it was mostly just a guessing game, but I had quite a supportive family who they kind of made me feel I could do anything and not to listen to people who told me that I couldn't do something. So my mum, she kind of always used to say there's no such word as can't. So we're quite stubborn. The more people said I couldn't do something, the more I kind of just wanted to do it. So I could have gone about things a bit differently sometimes and used like less bad language in doing so. But when I was 18, I had someone tell me basically all about my Duchenne all over again. And I just didn't need to hear it. Obviously I knew better than anyone what was happening. And it was just, it's like really negative. And they made my future sound super bleak. And that I'd basically be lucky to make it past my 21st birthday. So at the time I was at college, living at home. And I'm 27 now, and I've moved out. I've been to uni, had kids, and I've just got a job this year. So I've done everything I ever wanted to do, but not despite anyone who said I couldn't. It was just for me. Obviously it's hard work for us to do anything. Most people see this as a disadvantage, but I see this as an advantage because, it's harder, but we know that going in. Like no one adapts to things like disabled people have to. We constantly have to find the right pavements, drop curves, hotel rooms, public transport, access to public spaces, housing and employment that fits our needs. This isn't war on able-bodied people, but we worry about things that some people never even had to sort of dream about. So we pay attention to the small details and kind of rethink and redesign ourselves as and when we need to. Abrupt professionals who didn't have a clue how to talk to me when I was a kid, just told me I wouldn't live very long. Then I read stories and met people with Duchenne that were a lot older than me in their 20s, just living their lives. And I heard of guys even older living well into their 40s and 50s. And one day I realised I could still be here until I'm pushing 40, and I didn't want to wake up when I was like 39, having done nothing just because someone told me I was going to die young. So I've said time and time again, I don't care if it's like politically correct or whatever, but yeah, you just don't listen to stupid people. So I'll just tell you a bit about my kids now. So parenting with DMD, it's kind of unusual. Obviously it's not like deemed as normal, whatever that is. But it's not as bad as some people made me to believe before I had kids. So obviously there's lots of things I can't do, and I wish I could do more. So physically I can't do the things of a normal parent, but mentally I can still be a dad, and in some senses like I'm normal for my kids. They didn't know any different. So I wasn't able to give them a bottle regularly, but I've done it with help. Same goes for feeding. I wanted to say like I'd done these things one time. If they're upset, I can't pick them up, and that makes me feel bad. I can't change a nappy, but I'm not too distraught about that. These are all things you want to do for them though. But I could spend all my time dwelling on it. It wouldn't get me anywhere. I've learnt to enjoy the stuff I can do. I saw and held them when they first come into the world. I can talk to them, pull funny faces and make them laugh. I tell them off when they're not something they shouldn't be. And I make a fuss when they learn something new. I love the same as anyone. So yeah, having kids wasn't always like on the agenda for me. And it was kind of trained out of me because you just go to these appointments and they just make you feel like you can't. Like people with Duchenne don't move out, they don't have kids, and they don't do much. And if that's all you're told, that's all you'd believe. So it just comes down to negative thinking, and usually money. And I don't like being told I can't. So I met someone, moved in with them, and we had kids. And obviously the idea of having a baby was daunting, but it's that for everyone. So, but I did ask questions like, can I even realistically parent? But I had to get these thoughts out of my head. They do come back sometimes, but again, I just tried to make the best of it. So you just got to do what you want to do, even if it's challenges or people are telling you no. For people like me with like Duchenne or similar illnesses who want to move out or have kids or kids, whatever it is, doesn't have to be like just based around starting a family. There's a lot of like shock at the beginning. People are like, oh, you're inspiring and all that stuff. And that's cool, but I didn't do it to be like an inspiration, because having kids is just like something that everyone does. It's just an amazing thing in itself. So I don't want to be an inspiration, but yeah, that's it. Feel free to like ask me anything. Yeah.
So, you think, is it too